congratulations on this amazing film.
Thank you.
If YouTube is to be believed, you know, you kind of need a 2-minute elevator pitch and a plot and a screenplay. This is none of that, and equally fantastic. So how do you go about just building it, blazing your own trail with this one?
Well, it's a challenge, I think, to make films that, it's a challenge to make any film, let's be honest, at the moment. It's a tough kind of industry right now, but to make a film that doesn't fit into neat categories and has a kind of simple way of, the elevator pitch, as you say, is really, really difficult. We were very, very lucky that we were supported by the Distiller group of companies who financed the film, and that gave us the creative freedom. Their trust is what gave us the creative freedom to make a film that I still don't know that I could really explain it. It's not an easy film to explain. I hope it's an easy film to watch.
Yeah. We did, when we were talking to the cast and the crew, there were a couple of touch points for us that helped to kind of get that across. And one of them is something that David Bowie was obsessed with. It's a late 50s, early 60s television series called The Strange World of Gurney Slade. Anthony Newley wrote and created it and stars in it. And it is the strangest studio-based, postmodern, fourth wall breaking. It's epic and amazing, given when you think when it was made. And so that was one of the real touch points for this. I think that and maybe Stop Making Sense, it's got to be the best concert film out there. I think we were just holding on to the kind of these ideas and using those visuals to share the kind of to share what we wanted to do,
And again, there's a lot of focus nowadays on the technology and virtual production and everything like this, but you've done a lot of the work in camera in a very kind of traditional way. How much did that contribute to actually telling these micro stories in such a authentic way?
I think that it helps to bring the kind of touch, the visceral sense of the feel of the paper and the ink spreading and blotting on the letters. We were able to do that because we were using these huge magnifying magic lantern lenses to shoot through, so that we could kind of get right in on the details of the letters. So I think that really helps get across that lost art of kind of love letters. And then with the shots themselves, it can just be a way of kind of creating layers in a way. I'm always surprised when filmmakers don't make more use of the space between the subject and the lens. The air between the subject and the lens, there's a lot you can do with that. You can place glass, you can reflect, you can kind of use haze. There's so much that you can do that kind of changes the way that the image is then shot. And I think we're just so lucky to work with an astounding cinematographer, Eric Wilson. And he really likes to play. It's been good.
I think it also, when you're working at speed, having everything in the room, being able to literally show your cast what you're doing, particularly working with a band who are not used to necessarily being filmed as well, so they're non-actors, and just being able to go, look at this, look what's happening, and then when I put this in front of the lens, look what happens now. And it just keeps the energy moving in the room. And I think there's a time and a place for green screen dragons or whatever. There's a time and there's a place, but it's not here and it's not now.
Lastly, I just wanted to talk about your marvellous cast and collaborators, because you've got a whole bunch of other people who aren't in the room with us at the minute, who this has really grasped the imagination of. How was that, having people so involved?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic. I think, Zoe, the lesser extraordinary Miss Flower, Zoe Flower, has worked in unit publicity in films for such a long time and is absolutely loved by so many people. And we were just able to reach out to a whole network of kind of independent, interesting actors and filmmakers like Alice Lowe, like Richard Ayoade, and they all came on board and helped us with it. Yeah, it's really brilliant, really wonderful. And of course we asked Nick Cave to come back and read the letters that we just couldn't hear it in anybody else's voice. It had to be him, yeah.
Awesome. Well, congratulations and enjoy your world premiere today. It's lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys.
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys.